I'll Be Missing You is still a good song. Puff Daddy and Faith Evans. Whether they sold their soul, that's between them and their maker, you know? They still put out some stuff that is attached to some love, you know? Let's see if this is going. How do I verify? Look on your original YouTube account and see if it's live. It says I'm live. Wait a minute. It says I'm live. Oh, those are loud. Those fans are really loud. Oh well, I'm not willing to turn them off. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Little bits is coming out. Luna. Now here come Ted Talk. They were back in there in the back room. It's stuffy. It's stuffy today. The noise, the background noise, it's fans. Nathan, the other day, he was like, I hear your fans. I'm like, which one? I got 4 of them going. We got to keep the air circulating. And this one over here, back here, it's like a swamp cooler, so it circulates, you know. So people don't want to hear what I got to say because we're keeping cool. That's cool. Have a good day. Take care. Bye now. So today's, I don't know, I haven't had a whole lot of energy today. I didn't do a whole lot. Mom and I had some mini crab cakes for breakfast. Those were pretty, and then lunch. We just kind of snacked on them all day. That was kind of nice. It's just, we got a lot of smoke here. The air quality's real bad here, see, in North New Mexico. And I don't know which fires it's from, you know, all of them collectively. I looked at the map last night and I'm like, I don't even know which map to look at. I don't even know which ones, you know, are, you know, which ones haven't been updated since 2017. People don't take care of stuff, so I don't have the time to research if people are if the information that's being put out is accurate, you know. So I was looking at all these maps and I was just like, holy hell. I do know people, so that's why I don't like medium a lot. What's the matter, baby? Get up there. Go ahead. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What I like is I like talking to people that know people that are in these places, you know, that are in these places, that are having these experiences, that are seeing these things firsthand. Not just reading it on the news, because they don't get it right a lot. Tuck, you're okay, bud. So it's Leo new moon. I have Leo in my 3rd house. I believe that's how people see me. Is that what the 3rd house is in astrology? I saw the moon the other night. It was pretty rad. Or the other morning. Yesterday morning, it was a sliver. When I woke up, it was a sliver, and it was bright red. It was because of all the fires reflected from it was gnarly. It's pretty wicked, actually. Felt pretty Scorpio moon, kinda, because I'm Scorpio moon, and I feel like that quite a bit. So, if people need examples of the hypocrisy that is among us, you know, old boy just turned 60, that one of the high, wicked, evil dudes in the games that they play, in the games that the wicked play, that guy, he turned 60 and everybody celebrated. I just saw on Twitter that people were required to delete their no! To delete their pictures from his occasion. you know. It's all, everything's is emergical until it's not emergical. Get up there and lay down. I don't want to hear your voice until I'm done, and then we will go out. That is why I intentionally let him out before I do this talk, because I know he's going to do that. He's just a... That's what they call him, bully breeds. He's a bully. I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it, and I want to do it right now, and I don't care what you're doing, I want to do it. Thank you, Mom. Grandma's appeasing him over there. So all those people, flying out in their private jets from all over the world to worship, not God. I bet there wasn't a whole lot of God stuff going on. I bet that a lot of us were praying to transmute the freaking nasty stuff that was happening under those freaking big white tents out there, man. See, that's these things. You let people do what they want to do, they're going to do what they want to do. They're going to do it, man. They're going to do it. And they found these books. And in these books, there's like these cookbooks and these instruction books. It says you do all these things and you will get powers that are outworldly, that are beyond this world. And so they do it, and they invite all their friends. Everybody hates Pelosi until even that bitch got invited, man. It's all games, man. It's all theatrics. It's all BS. It's a circle of greed. Don't ever think it's dims and rips or whatever, left and right, blue and red. It's fucking purple, man. And these people think that they're just beyond measure. They're just beyond. They think that they got it all. But they don't have a relationship with God, and that's the thing, is they will never find peace. So all that they have, all the bliss from all their freaking, coked out adventures or juicy chrome or whatever they're freaking doing, they will never find peace. I was able to talk to a gal the other day that had tried some. Are you gonna go over there? You can go by. Yeah. She and she has degenerative arthritis in her spine like I do. Only she had surgery. And I won't ever have surgery, and she's a fine example as to why. Because it ain't, for me, whatever other people are in alignment with, that's their cause. This is an exit only system. Nothing, this system isn't, I had my appendix out when I was a little girl, or 15, 16, whatever, 15, but I just have seen year after year after year how that stuff doesn't help people and how they end up in a worse situation. And it was kind of cool because she verified something for me. It was bittersweet. And that thing was, I mentioned it on my video, but she's the only other person that I've heard say it besides me, and it was reference to my cookies, is that she's like, they made me feel so good that the next day I didn't realize how bad I felt, and it just kind of, it's a double-edged sword, because we can't be going around eating cookies all the time. I guess people could go around. I don't want to go around eating cookies all the time. I guess maybe a half a cookie. I don't eat half a cookies very often. I wonder what that would do. But it just, I don't know. It makes me feel good that people are benefiting from them in the manner in which they were intended. They're medicine, man. I'm a medicine Marge. I make medicine. It's cooperation. I was talking about it with my buddy the other day. It's like, I love the earth. The earth is my best friend. Nature, when people were mean to me and stuff, I could always find a patch of something in a city, it doesn't matter where I was. I could always go outside. A bird, a mouse, something would always come and be like, hey, Marge, fuck those assholes. You know, always. You know, as I always had pet. Mom always had pets. I always had pets. We always identified. It took me a long time to get past my own hurt, because Mom's favorite thing in the world is Sassy, and Sassy's her best friend, and I was like, hey, I should be your best friend. Nope. But I respect the relationship because they are soul sisters, and I'm not gonna be the one. I'm not gonna be one that's gonna be trying to, but Mom, because I'm not one. They are never just a dog. People that say just a dog to me, I'm like, get out of my fucking radar. I don't even want to look at you. They are never just a dog. It's a lifelong commitment, man. That's how we ended up here, is because nobody would rent to me with them. And I made a commitment. When I adopted every single one of them. And I wonder what the world would be if more people would recognize the commitments that they made in their lives, and that they just, I stopped because they just don't want to do it no more. I think about all the fun Mom and I would have missed out on if I would have reneged on my commitment. But, that what? I'm not a renigger. I follow through. I try to. I don't all the time. I don't. I think I'm about 80%, 85%. That's pretty high. But, because Mom used to drill me. I was just that little weird kid, and she used to. I was like the manners police. Hey, that's not nice. Why you gotta be mean? I mean, strangers that. I'd break up fights all the time. I was always that guy, that kid, looking out for everybody, making sure everybody, yeah. I could never understand. I just watch people and fascination, just like the wickedness in people. The wickedness in people, I just watch that. I mean, I know I get unhappy and I can get curt, matter of fact, and I hear myself. God help me, I stopped saying what I'm saying, because I hear myself sometimes. I'm like, Marge, that just don't even sound nice, But then I hear people and the stuff on TV, like, I mean, it's like, okay, people write it off as entertainment, but ever since I was a kid, I wouldn't watch shows because of how badly people treated each other. Right? Like, we're watching House, and I struggle with it. Because I'm like, he's a fucking junkie, man. He's just another dickhead junkie, And he gets to ride off into the set just because ego's been winning in this incarnation. But things are going to be different. Things are changing, man. Things are changing so fast. My white stripe is getting whiter, like all the time. Things are happening quick. But yeah, I just didn't really want to go out. It's Sunday. It's a day of rest, so I complied. Yeah, we just hung out back there, and the fans blew around, and I just listened to change. I'd kind of meditate and zone out, and then listen to Change Mom CDs. We're gonna watch Big Bang Theory here pretty quick. It's all whatever you can live with, man. That's me. That's the funny part. I'm a contrarian, so I can talk myself in and out of stuff all day long. It is my life goal to be consistent, to come up with a decision and stick with it. That is harder for me than. So my buddy, on other videos I used Augustine's carvings as a thumbnail, the buffalo and stuff like that. But he made me a peep, and he even put my little tag on it. It's an exclamation point and a question mark, and they share the same dot. There's tissue in it because I gotta spray it. I put a lightning bolt on the side of it today. Because I got the juice. I showed him my lighter trick the other day on at the coffee shop. I freaking love that. I love seeing the expression on people's faces when I do that. I have the ability to telekinesis. I get it from Mom. Some of us do. I don't bend spoons or nothing like that. I haven't found that kind of cooperation yet. It's the inside of the fluid of a lighter. You could do it. I learned it on a YouTube video. A guy did it with the coconut. It's pretty cool. You know, that's how I can do stuff. That's how I know I'm so terrible at so many things, and I'm pretty okay at some things, a handful of things, because my whole life, my spirit has known that I'm just supposed to try stuff, and I do. I try this, I try that. When I was younger, I used to try a lot more intoxicants. I don't anymore now. It's water. I gotta go to the store. We don't even have any. The milk went sour because we just practically stopped drinking milk. But we like it. It's more of a winter thing for us, I think. It soothes our stomach, see, because we're nervous Nellies. Huh, Ma? Plus, Mom got about 6 of her freaking intestines, 6 inches of her intestines cut out. 5 inches, 6 inches of your intestines. That's the size of a dollar bill. Yeah. When you had yeah. The Adventures is Ma and Marge. When Ma had a prolapse rectum. Later there's a TV show episode about that. I was like, that's a weird thing to have a TV show episode about because that happened to Mom. I know it happens to people, but it was don't fill it up over here, Ma. Don't use that water. Use this water. Bring your cup here. But it wasn't, I mean, that was bad in itself, but a week after she had the surgery, they brought her in for a second surgery because she had lesions. I'm so glad I never ended up in CPS, Ma. And then my friends, it wasn't until junior high was the last time my friends, their parents let me crash at their house. After that, nobody ever wanted to get involved. You know? It's just man, there's so many. That's how I know that there's so many fucking kids out there just need a freaking landing place, a place to land. That's why my efforts, I guess I was well, I used to think I was really rad at manifesting things, but then I manifested all this shit, and I guess I kind of manifested the shit that I thought about, so I had to change my thinking and stuff like that. But I'm a little gun shy, so this next year, the whole next year campaign to get a place for me and Ma is I want to have a place where travelers can come and visit, like a RV park or something like that. And they can come and visit. And also, it'll be like I told Mr. Iskey this morning, I said, Mr. Iskey, I want it to be like a truck stop for hippies. For hippies. Because then people, and I want to have a place like a full, facility garage where you can go under the vehicle to get, So these people that are traveling, when their stuff breaks, they can come here and then get parts or whatever, and then be at the comfort, at a safe place, have Wi-Fi, exchange stories, and I want to have a little garden, not too big that I can't handle myself, but then if people want to help, they can, kind of thing. Because there's travelers, Mom, and the world's we're only gonna, I've been talking about it for 3-4 years now, almost, yeah, about how, the puddles of people that are traveling around, because there's just, Think of all the weather events that are misplacing people. Just the fires alone every season, and then you have the hurricanes and the floods and the, Omaha had a wild storm last night. I posted last night. Yeah, I saw the radar. I get all these weather notifications of places where I've lived just because I'm a tracker. I track data, and like 7 of them came up, and I was like, I posted it on Facebook. I was like, Omaha's gonna have fun tonight, and they got like, it looked like the downtown. I can't remember. I don't know if I actually saw cars like floating like these other countries that are going through it. But there is a lot of freaking water, and then there were funny videos today about like all these scooters. There's like mud everywhere, and then there's like scooters everywhere, from like what kids left out. And then the rain came and swept them all away, and they all collected downtown. There's like 3 of them here and 2 of them. I was like, people, whatever. So people are having their chance to experience, what life is about. Life is about surviving. And how many people haven't, have just, whoa, hold on. My music wasn't connected, and I didn't want this to hear it. Because if it hears it, copyright infringement, maybe. I do, Ma. I've been entertaining myself for 47 years. No, I've had a lot of teachers. I used to watch a lot of, like, Laverne and Shirley, Mork and Mindy, Mom, Pa Kettle. I got some Mom, Pa Kettle DVDs over there. I Married Joan, My Little Margie. And then you like those I hated war movies and stuff like that. Movies you and Jerry liked watching. I hated that stuff. All that freaking misogynistic bullshit. John Wayne. I saw freaking Clint Eastwood. He's like 1,000 years old. And he's in a movie. It's like, dude, sit on a porch and watch the sunset. Think about how you were. But they got to keep working because they were such a dick before, in their life, that they got to keep going because they can't be quiet and pause because they think about all the shit that they did. That's why freaking so many of these military all these freaking people are. A lot of people are taking themselves out because they're sad. A lot of people are taking themselves out because they're guilty as shit of freaking terrible things. When people don't have God, when they don't got spirit, man, what people are capable of doing, it's dark and it's dirty. And I shudder at the thoughts. And every time I see these freaking, saw all these, missing kids over the last few days, and it's just like, holy hell, I hope he didn't end up at freaking the Obama bash. Because they freaking do this stuff, man. People can't deny it. You can't deny that this stuff is done. There's too many people that have survived this stuff that are coming out and they're telling their stories. And my personal life horror was being raped as a 10-month-old baby. So anyone that negates or denies the fact that happens in life, my hip still pops. And it was weird. Not weird, but I was listening to Jessie on Aquarius Rising Africa the other day, and she was talking about commonalities of people that have had different traumatic events. And I was like, I walk on the side of my feet, my gate's off. So and I've talked about this in videos before, and so when I see people with their gates off, I'm like, wonder what happened to them to throw their gate off. It's a common denominator. So it's not a very pleasant one. It's not a very fun one. But we do exist, and I was thinking about different. I've been running my mouth long enough as it is. I think Mom and I are ready for some funny stuff, huh, Mom? Yeah, Ma? Want to watch some Sheldon? I love it. The other day I was like, Ma, Does Sheldon ever remind you of me? She said, sometimes. So, that's about all I got